Hey there friends, and welcome back to episode 37 of the Sea Ice Challenge. I'm Icon, and today we'll see how to survive with only one turret. And also we're going to create ourselves lots and lots of tradable materials and hopefully get a step closer to our endgame fantasy. So we will need to get to a point where I'm able to buy myself the materials I need and somehow get enough stuff going that I can do an adventure for the AI core. These are the big things on the to-do list now. I'm strongly considering to bring up a fourth colonist at this point to make sure that we're going to have enough workforce to boot with. Let's see, Shuttle Crash. So we will get one of those quests. So, well, the problem is this minus 80-degree thing outside there. I got the strong feeling as if they would be not able to survive that. But if they would, I'd be more than happy to do this, because that would be finally my entry ticket to an alliance with the Broken Empire, or at least getting closer towards that. That's a difficult choice for me. So I'm just afraid that they all go hypothermic and just die. It's a difficult question for me. Because technically it shouldn't work, you know? It should not go well if I do that. And therefore I won't. Call me lame, but I don't do these quests in the middle of the winter. Because I have to keep those royals alive somehow. Then again, I need to... Oh no, I can't do that. Because I just need to carry them to the shuttle. Ha! Now I got the important thought there. Ironhead is not even noble yet, so we're going to take that. There we go. So let's check out their installation. Minus 50. Yeah, definitely not good enough. Let's see. Will they grow hypothermic right away or not? They do. That's quite brutal. Alright, the raiders are coming. So our folks are a little bit late to the party, but I don't want to have anybody freezing from my people, and I'm pretty sure that our civilians will survive the onslaught for a sec. Because the troopers should be tanking that. Alright. Let's put Bishop into this position here. And the Nala dudes are already fleeing. We didn't even need to do anything here, and the troopers won that on their own. Okay. Cool stuff. While we're here, let's deconstruct that shuttle. And probably pick up a few items on our way back home. Because, you know, while we're here. So, Bish. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a lot of loot for us. There's also a lot of people in it for us, so we got food and other stockpile resources out of that, which is really good. And I hope that... Yes! So basically we got the opportunity to get a quest which solved itself and left resources on the ground for us. Cheers to that. Okay, we're going to pick up all that stuff because, you know, there's a lot of steel involved, even an excellent revolver. Cool. some packaged survival meals. Even a survivor. Well, I do have a second bed right now. So Mendoza, well, he's dying right there. Bloodlust and kind. What a odd combination. Alright. We're also guarding Flapjack. I don't know how long do we need to guard Flapjack. 14 days are to go. He's also suffering from the blood rot, so it's going to take a while until he's done with that. So, wait a sec. How about limiting this job to Lauren so we don't get these mental breakdowns that often? Because Ironhead is, with his too smart trait, very susceptible for mental breakdowns, so I'd rather not have him chop down too many dudes and dudettes. It's just not good for him. Meanwhile, we're processing the last smoke leaf harvest. And let's see. Food-wise, we're at 244 rice. So definitely will need more of that. But now, these are peaceful days again. I'd say Bishop can haul some more. I really want to get these items. And his insulation is just fantastic, so there's no problem for him to grab all that stuff. Oh, we're in the next harvest phase already. Nice. I'm really happy how solid everything runs now. We don't seem to have any problems whatsoever. And that's a good feeling. The only problem I see so far are my turret issues. But beyond that, we're really in a good spot. Alrighty, so we need more steel, especially steel. I still got a lot of slate blocks, so, well, we could redesign this area a little bit, move the batteries over here and make the clothing room a little bit smaller, but at the same time I don't really want to. I'm rather considering expanding this block into this direction, and, well, and there's the power generation issue. I don't want to make this room any smaller, and I don't really want to run any walls through this place because we can't move anything on this wall anymore. And besides that, well, don't want that to doodle around with extra walls here. So we are a little bit short on power for a moment, but okay. I really feel like I still need more batteries than that. There are still sometimes moments where my power generation just feels insufficient. Man. But, oh, Bishop went into food bin. Shouldn't there be... Didn't we loot a power cell? Or was I mistaken about that? I thought we looted a Mechanoid power cell. Must be wrong about that. Somebody mentioned that the ship generator is also producing, the ship reactor is also producing power, so thanks for that mention. I had no clue. I mean, sure, it's a bit of a costly way of getting 1000 watt of power, but since I need it one way or another, I feel like it's completely okay to do so. So Bishop is binging down on the packaged survival meals. And we have a blight on our rice plants. That's, well, they are almost ready, so it's not that much of a big deal. Just need to order Ironhead back into town. So far, it's not that harmonic this day. Like, we have a mini crisis after mini crisis. The mental breakdowns, the decisions around the quests. We're at 155 steel now, so this opens up the next question. Do I want to have a new turret, or do I want to invest that steel in any way, or do I not want to? That's really... I feel like 150 steel are really not much. Definitely not enough to sit back on and be like, well, I'm fine, we're good. Oh no. I missed a spot. Let's get rid of that blight for good. Okay. It looks like it's safe to fast forward to the next event now. And after not even 12 hours of happy living, we have a Mechanoid Hive attack. And we get 3 attackers this time. It's 2 pikemen on this side. And lancers and a pikeman. Alright. So it's gonna be like that today. I'm kind of relieved whenever I see the ranged Marians. I always feel like a overweight of Scythers is way harder to handle. But we're gonna see after all how this plays out once it plays out. We only have 1 turret, so this is going to be a pretty tense situation. 5 enemies and only 1 turret. I don't like that too much. So we're going to see to stun some enemies. Alright. Took down the first one really quick, that's good. And the second one went down without getting another opportunity to shoot to. So I'm way less concerned about the pikemen here, honestly. Oh, I need to put that turret to another position again. Alright, well, that went down super good. I'm relieved. And that's another nice income of steel for us without any deeper costs. That barrel recharge is not that costly. Honestly not. Very cool. So we get a few mechanoids as reward, and we're back up to 200 now. That's good. At the end of last episode, I was a little bit concerned about the steel I got in my stockpiles, but this is giving me a very secure feeling now. So, yeah, that spot of rice is not ready yet, but we're going to manually harvest it. No, dude. I hate it when my hydroponics are uneven. I mean, realistically, it doesn't really matter if you have people in your colony that do these jobs regularly. So no, they just do it whenever it's done. It's actually better because you can stagger your income this way. And not that important. Just me and my private little OCDs. Okay, we have a combat supplier at hand, and that means we can sell away some smoke leafers. That's good. I won't be selling the guns I got. I will smelter them all, because that's just what I want to do. Marine armor, very tempting, but no. I want to save my money for other things. Medicine, well, I want to buy a couple of units again because it's just that important. I don't want to buy components because I feel like that's the most overpriced way of buying steel. At this point of the game, at least, I can afford to think like that. We will not even sell the frag grenades because I'm pretty sure we can sell those too. Okay. What I really consider nasty about this scenario in general is that I can't go that well for full armors. Because first, there's a constant resource shortage, and also armors have a horrible insulation compared with the stuff we're wearing, and insulation is so friggin' important. So yeah, it makes the icy environments very challenging in its own way. Because being armored might be protecting you from the bullets, but it doesn't protect you from freezing outside there. So, bit of a double-edged sword, and I still don't know how I want to go for it. Probably gonna go for heavier armors once we hit the true late game, which means initiating the engine. We're going to see where we get with that. So, what happens next? And yet another person has crash landed here, but after inspecting Raka, I wasn't too convinced about picking this person up. First up, he's already 70 years old. He has a hearing loss, he's frail and has a bad back. Also, he's from a hostile faction, which means he will be pretty hard to recruit in general, so sadly he's not somebody we will keep, because recently a lot of comments have reached my ears that I should look up on the people that crash land here a little bit more thoroughly, and I agree with that. There are things I'm overlooking at times, but of course also there's the fact, like with this guy, even if he had great stats, it would have taken me quite some time to recruit him, and right now I checked, we're only slightly overproducing. We're like out of power. No. Oh man. I hate it when that happens. So this should help. Let's flick off the unnecessary things. Yeah, the power consumption of this place is growing a little bit stronger. And there's the next Mechanoid Attack. So what's it going to be? We got one Lancer, and I thought that I saw a third thing crash landing there. So let's see though. I want to check. Does this guy have cover for anybody of them? No. Because I was wondering if I should place that turret somewhere else, but if I put it down closer to the wall, if it explodes, it will damage those walls quite heavily, and I don't like that. Let's see. Come on, take it down before it destroys our turrets. So, down there's another pikeman rolling in. But that should be all. So now it happened. So we have, I know how I will counteract that problem. Oh, come on, you. You gotta make that lesson costly, hey? Well, okay. Now I got the saving idea. We're just gonna force our enemies to this place. And then we need to place down one sandbag here. And then there's only this position left with cover, but it's always some point where one enemy can go into cover, but I don't like that. Here, that's also not really good. Let's try it though. There's still one position where enemies can go into cover, but I find it's almost impossible to create situations where enemies have no cover whatsoever, and also unnecessary. Let's see how good that'll work. I just want to make sure that if the enemies are able to attack us, they are able to be attacked. No, that they are, if they are able to attack the turrets, they should also be able to attack us. We should be able to attack them. Man, I'm confused. So I can put them up one. I don't know if that's really better. I somehow doubt it. But little do I care. There's some growth gore in the hydroponics. Alright, let's fast forward a bit. And a couple of days later, my colony lies idly. We have had a couple of harvests and things are going quite good. Flapjack is going to be hauled away by a shuttle today, so we're going to be finally able to get our room assignment back to normal. And also we got that interesting opportunity here to get us 5 ibexes into town for 16 days. The goodwill reward sounds really cool, but the problem is that they are all sick with blood rot, and that's where the thing turned into a no-no. I was quite tempted for a moment, because right now I really try to take every opportunity that I can get. But that's just too much, because we not only would need a massive stockpile of food, but also start to treat these beasties with heal roots all the time, because blood rot without heal root usage it's a gamble if your guest's gonna die or not, and I don't like to gamble when it comes down to quest rewards like these. And there's the shuttle. We can finally carry away Flapjack and send him away. Now our goodwill has changed to 72. We just need 3 more points to be friends with the Empire, and then I hope we will be able to invite traders from them to town, because I have a high hope that among these traders we might find the things we crave for. Alright, but let's just see what will happen next. I got shields and transport pods now researched, and we're slowly reaching the end of the research tab as well, which is kind of concerning me. But, well, we're gonna be off this planet one day, promise. And just another day later, Ironhead was struck by the plague. That's not really cool, but I still have bed resting as a top priority on him. So that's why I wanted to buy those medicine packs when I was able to. Because right now I want to have the best care as possible. Also, I came down with a new decision that will be quite simple. I'm going to build myself a prison, because I realized lately that my situation requires at least the option to hold people prisoner, and therefore I figured I wanted to try if one room with one heater insulated like that will be okay or not. But I got the high hopes that the situation will be insulation-wise good enough to keep people alive even in the winter. But we're gonna see if that works or not. But this way I am now at least no longer searching for a place to have the people locked away if necessary. Also quite useful for mental breakdowns and such. So just want to roof that thing. So let's see, we're getting into indoors temperatures. Not really good so far. Let's see how that'll work. Okay. Starvation. No longer, I hope. So let's tend to Ironhead. I'm swapping over to herbal meds now, but he's already more than okay. That's good. So right now I'm overproducing food heavily because we had a few processed raiders again, and I plan to turn them into Happy Meals, because the next trader shall come. And let's do that, and let's see what happens next. And just 1 or 2 days later, we're being sieged by the Nala Federation people. That is a really sassy attempt of busting us down, and I'm really enjoying what's happening here. So these guys only got bolt action rifles, so I'd say Ironhead and Lauren can grab their sniper rifles and see what they can do. We also happen to have a few visitors from a friendly faction here around us, so we're going to be quite good when it comes down for that aspect of defense, because probably they will fight with us, but most likely they won't. We also got a low shield, so let's see. Let's check out Ironhead and Lauren. Yeah, you know what? You guys have a meal. Oh. Well, you're going... Lauren is going to have that, and Ironhead is still carrying a simple meal around. That's good. I really need to change that procedure. Here we go. Because that will be a longer assignment. Because I really want to see that our enemies are going to successfully install at least one mortar. I mean, sure, that's a little bit risky too. But, you know, I want one of those. I really want one of those. Let's see how this will work out for us. Okay. We're hurting them quite hard already. I don't want to stop at this point. They're not even manning the mortar yet. They're just tolerating getting pelted by bullets. That's not smart of them. That's really not smart. And they're preferring to build the barricades over the other things. We already wounded several people from their faction. Ah, here we go. Alright. They got somebody on the mortar, but that's why Bishop is still at home. Alright. Our enemies are going into retaliation now, so Ironhead and Lauren are going to go back home, pick up the rifles, and Bishop is going to stay there. Let's see how good that'll go. Alright. It's a little bit tight with the time frame. CJ, the first of their fellas, is going to enter the base before Ironhead is at the barricades, but I don't think that's going to be a real problem. That's why I love to have a couple of sniper rifles back in town. The trick doesn't work if your enemies also feature too many sniper rifles, but let's see. Yeah, Ironhead didn't make it. So here we go. The mollies. The mollies are uncool, gotta say. I'm pretty sure we're going to lose the turret to that. Alright, enemies are fleeing. Let's see if we can put out the fires. Yes, we can! Nice! Okay. Let's check out the survivors. Noriko. Nope. CJ. Nope. Day. No. Oh, man. Alright, you guys are a couple of losers. Misogynist. Brawler. Too bad. Alrighty. Lauren's already starting to bury them. Even before the fight was over. I like that attitude. And we have a whole siege to plunder for us. That's really cool. Sieges always come with a high amount of steel, and most importantly, and that's why I wanted to allow it, I get another mortar for free that I don't need to build, you know. That's a really, really generous thing. Alright, we did it. So guys, that's a worthy end of today's episode. Episode. Thanks so much for watching. I was having a blast again. We're blasting into summer now. And let's see. I don't have enough money to ask for the whereabouts of a AI core. I need 1.5k for that. So I'd say I'll aim for the next summer to acquire that thing, because this summer is just unrealistic. Alrighty, drop your comments down below. I'd be more than happy to hear from you. Leave a like or subscribe to the channel. I do daily content, so turn on those notifications and you won't miss any future content. And as usual, down there below you'll find my social media links and my Twitch channel where I do daily streams, so if you want to get in touch, I'd be happy about it. And also links to my financial support means, so if you want to help this little project out, I'd be very, very grateful, and just keep doing what I do. Free and daily content for you. See you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hey there everybody, and welcome to episode 38 of my Sea Ice Challenge. I'm Icon, and we have again a slight content gap here between this and the last episode. We had taken down the siege at the end of the last episode, and I already picked clean what there was together, and I accepted a prisoner in here, which will be chased down by a couple of mechanoids. So we had a little bit of a technical issue again, and well, I didn't want to retake everything from the get-go, so this is basically just a couple of days after the last siege has happened, and yeah, let's just proceed from here. So we're getting in a mechanoid cluster at the beginning of our new episode here. So a climate adjuster and tons of guns. Well, it's going to be quite entertaining for us, because with a smoke generator, this will be not an issue at all. With the smoke launcher, so we're going to be quite good with that. I accepted the quest around Van because I want to get the goodwill of the people going as good as I can, because we need to get ourselves off of this planet, and that will need a AI core, so that's tough life. Okay, but we'll be getting there, and I already have a plan in mind how to get there, and we will elaborate that after this mechanoid cluster has been taken down. I don't want to attack this thing right now, because it should be like we accepted Van 4 days ago, so I skipped away 4 days, roughly. And he will be attacked by 4 lancers and 1 pikeman, and I don't really want to be ambushed by these. And I'm pretty sure they should appear at some point. Well. So, okay. Now I'm really tempted. Now I'm really, really tempted. In case you were wondering why I didn't just continue from the last save file, I did a seamless recording session between the last episode and the next episode, and I forgot to save the game, and then I had to rely on the last autosave available, and that was just this one. So I didn't want to retake the entire last episode again, because it was a lovely one. Alright, meanwhile we're processing the siege into new clothing. And I'd say I'll wait until the mechanoid raid has hit town, and then I'm going to take that thing here. Shelter for royals. So 3 Imperials for 17 days. We are not exactly a hotel here. I might have grown richer, but I'm not that rich. So we also traded our gear for an alliance with the JBM Union. That's probably something that was really worth mentioning. Yeah, a couple of things got lost in the last episode, but I think now I covered them all up. Or in the episode that didn't happen. Alright. Also, this little prison cell here is working wonderful for Van to be kept safe. Medicine production. Let's keep researching random things. Well, yeah, whatever. Now the good old impatience got me again. I want to take this mechanoid cluster down. That's just so many resources waiting to be claimed, you know. Oh no, they have woken up. There we go. Good old smoke show. I mean, sure, you should not ever attack turrets like I'm doing right now, but let's move ourselves forward like that. Oh yeah, there's an explosion happening. This better be good for us. Okay. And now we just keep proceeding like that. It's really important that I move gap-free, because the turrets would just... These turrets have, for the first shot, no wind-up time, and that can be quite devastating. So, the moment you're not in fog, they'll immediately shoot after you, and that did cost me my life at times. But this is looking quite good so far. It's just so many turrets, like, it's crazy. Can't remember when I saw that many turrets in one spot. Alright. Just want to be as careful as possible. There we go. Wonderful. So now we can move in cover of the climate adjuster a bit. Oh no, we can't. Ah, I'm so stupid. Like, and that's immediate punishment for just a simple mistake there. Gosh, I thought I had only these 3 around the corner there. Ironhead is already so roughed up there. Bish, that's not really exactly helping. Quite the opposite is the case. Alright. Now, well, I don't like Ironhead being that wounded at this point, so we're going to put him here onto the ground. And is Lauren able to do medical support? No, she's not. But I don't like the fact that Ironhead is just bleeding to death here right now. Alright, now I can move in the cover of the smoke though, I hope. Alright, whatever. Let's keep it like that. Alright. Mechanoid fun. But now we did it. Let's just take down the climate adjuster and be happy and free. Okay, that was, after all, harder than I thought. Okay, we got a Manhunter pack. Let's get inside. Lauren closed the doors. What's it gonna be? Polar bears? Oh my god. Polar bears, that's really, really frightening, I gotta say. So we came back home not a second too soon. Okay, it's just 4 polar bears, but whatever. So Ironhead is also back on regular medicine, please. Alright, but this has secured us yet another big amount of steel here. We can't just mech low shield. Okay, we got 12 of those. We got a proximity activator. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. This really brings us somewhere. Let's see when the Mechanoids will attack. I wonder if Mechanoids and Manhunters interact with each other or not. That's something I always wondered. Oh, we're going to find out! Good lord, this is bad. They drop potting right on top of me. So, Bishop, you will need your charge rifle. How about that? Lauren, get inside. I left the door open because that's going to be an invitation for the Mechanoids to get to the point where I want to have them. So it's Scythers. So we're gonna roll with the MP grenades. Alright, but this is not the raid that was supposed to happen for Van. So let's see. No, dude, you're just supposed to keep shooting. Pretty sure I will lose at least 1 turret, but let's just hope the grenades will stop them in their tracks. Okay, we lose both turrets. Oh, that's sad. That's so sad, but better than getting sliced apart by Scythers. Alright, that was not the quest raid yet. So the quest raid is still up to be delivered on us. So I'll equip that charge rifle. Okay, we got enough steel to rebuild the turrets, so that's okay. And with this big cluster up there, we still have a nice backup delivery. They also came with 2 steel slag chunks, so water down the bridge, but it was pretty frightening nevertheless. Okay, I also increased the production here. I don't know if that was the last episode or between the episodes, so we now have a constant production of Happy Meals due to the baroponics. The sound of angry bears is making me kinda nervous, but I think we're fine. Alright, meanwhile, Wan will be going home in 6 days, and the polar bears are have also fallen asleep. That's always a good opportunity to try and hunt them. Also, it's time to reopen the gates. I want to try if I can take down one of them, because not always do they have Scaria. And you know, these poor guys can have some different meat from time to time. Most of the time their life is veggie, you know. Alright, talking about veggie, these guys are not veggie and they're supposed to be in my base. Okay, nice. Really, really nice. So I'm going to reassign Bishop to the plants on full duty now, because I feel like it's worth it. We got a bit of bear skin now. Travelers are passing by. There's so much work to be done. Get it done. Don't like it when my food is standing on the fields and not getting hauled in. Yeah, no fine meal for you until you have completed your work, Bishop. Bishop is already rocking a level 10 on plants. Nice. And the bears have provided us a supply of fine meals now. I like that. So, also steel-wise, we're not that bad off. We got the ship reactor going. So, we're really only lacking a few parts now. I'm not sure if I built the ship reactor last episode or not. I think I didn't. Whoops. So I've... Oh, Jesse. Hi there. Yeah, so sorry for being a little bit all over the place with these things. Incapable of dumb labor. Are you kidding me? This guy's literally useless for us. So yeah, we now own a reactor as well. I knew I had forgotten something I wanted to point out, but well. But seriously, this guy is close to being useless for my cause. So, what to do with this fool? His incapability of dumb labor is just an absolute no-go. Yeah, well. Unpopular decision, but I'm gonna banish him. I really got no use for him. And his stats are not good enough to keep somebody with a incapability of dumb labor in my colony. He must have been a super cannibal or something like that. So yeah, what I wanted to say about the ship reactor was thanks for pointing out that this thing is producing energy. I totally would have forgot about that if there wasn't been some fine commenter there. Yeah, so I really thought I was already a happy four-man colony now, but honestly, sure, I could have used Jesse as cannon fodder against the coming attacks. Yes, I could have done that. But seriously, I've got better things to do. I surely got better things to do. Like finishing our spaceship finally. We are now at the point where I am able to get more cryptosleep caskets going. And the only thing is now that friggin' Persona Core. It'll cost me 1,500 gold to silver to ask for where the Persona Core is being stored, and then I have to travel somewhere onto an adventure site to grab that thing, and then I have to carry it back home. So these are quite gruesome tasks on a planet like this, and as one of my viewers has pointed out, we are probably trying to do that via transport pods, or I'm still hoping for a quest solution or trader solution to easy bail me out there, because honestly this is no situation that I want to take voluntarily. And where's that Mechanoid raid that we're talking about? The shuttle will be arriving in a couple of days. Well, probably we fought that off somewhere between the lines, because I really can't remember at this point anymore. There's just so many Mechanoids. I mean, we were all across the summer only confronted with one faction of enemies out of flesh and blood, and the rest were all just machines, you know. So I decided that it's time to put up a a new wind turbine here. But if I do, people can't go outside of this area anymore. But I'd say that's okay. We don't have any maintenance corridors here, but that's okay. So this will be connected to the rest of the power conduit. Nice. And a bulk goods trade ship is passing by. Well, sadly, our trader is not available right now. He's busy stuffing his mouth with food. But let's see what we can do here. So with the new bulk goods trader, we do have the opportunity to just buy some more steel, which is really good. Here we go, 600 more. Don't know if we really need plus steel at this point. I only know that I want to buy it as much as possible, that is. One cloth is left. Let's sell off these small amounts of stuffs that I won't be receiving replenishments. I'm going to sell the incendiary shells too, because I rarely use them. And at this point of the game, I rather take whatever is useful for me and sell away whatever I don't need. So here we go. And let's go for some more plasteel while we're at it. As much plasteel as we can afford. Might be not that much, but it is quite important. Now, 1,000 steel more. I think we will be able to put up the cryptosleep caskets we need. Must placed with hat attached to structural beam. Okay, so we need another structural beam here. I already thought that we would need one. Nice! That's really good. I mean, now we only need that friggin' AI core, but we'll be getting there. We'll be getting there. Meanwhile, we're expanding the ship and building the cryptosleep caskets we need. I mean, we are now soon allied with the two friendly factions available. And, well, I think, let's see. Yeah, bad temperature. I wonder if we will be able to even summon them due to the temperatures. But I guess during the summer it should be possible. At least I hope so. But they come voluntarily, so I suppose there is enough. The temperature is good enough for them to come. Alright, now that's actually it. We are only lacking a ship computer core. Wow. I didn't expect to get that far that quickly. But for the rest of this, it's going to be quite difficult for me. We are now in front of another fall season where we can't really do much except for growing. And there's the shuttle for Van. There we go. And we're also allied with a broken empire now. But they also don't want to send us anything due to bad temperatures, and that's only minus 45 degrees outside there. So I really don't feel too hopeful towards the idea that I might be able to get trade caravans from these people, because it seems like they, well, let's see. I have high hopes for summer. At least I still have. Because if that's not gonna work out, well, we'll have to go the hard way, and that means we will need to do this adventure on our own. But now that I have the materials up and available for the ship core, I mean, we can now place the ship computer core as well. I mean, why not? 70 gold. I'll need more gold too. So big raids. 5 prisoners. No. We're not going to have room for 5 prisoners, guys. That's a fancy idea, but no. Just no. Although I'd love to, gotta say. Guys, calm down. We're just getting rid of the bear. Okay. But at least in terms of stability, this colony is working out quite decently. That's the big plus we got. Basically, every threat that the game throws at me is somehow manageable. I got all the necessary tools. I got mortars, I got shields, I got smoke launchers, EMP grenades, so we can last for quite an indefinite amount of time. And I think after 11 years, the time factor of difficulty should be maxed out from the storyteller as well, but I don't know about that, to be quite honest. So the things up ahead of us are now buying some more gold, building those machine parts, and getting a hold of that AI core somehow. That's what we have to do, and that's all we have to do. I mean, somehow I'm quite happy about that. Why aren't there home areas there? Because of the crash landings? I wonder. But yeah, we're now facing yet another brutal winter, and well, we're only halfway there, but you get my idea. So let's see, uranium, we are not lacking any. Okay, yeah, it's just a bit more gold, and then we'll have to see how that'll work out. But we're basically almost done, which is quite cool. I thought I would take a lot longer than that, but I'm pretty sure that during the next springtime we should be, or the next summer, we should be able to take the adventure towards the AI core. The big issue I got with this whole situation here is that I want to keep somebody back at home to keep the base safe somehow, but at the same time I got no clue how I'm supposed to do that with only one person alone, you know. It's just not much to work with. But, well, this Jesse person was not too appealing. I think that's a problem with this whole environment here, that I have a high demand on the people I work with, and therefore I don't happen to meet people that often that I want to keep in the colony. I mean, ideally I would just go for snagging that AI core from a trade caravan or something like that, but well, maybe if we get enough exotic goods traders. That's a lot of enemies. Yeah. Whenever they come with pikemen, they have higher numbers in total, because the pikemen are the weakest troop among the mechanoids. So let's okay, we need to assemble. Forlorn travelers, Abram and another refugee. Well, I'm somewhat tempted, but also quite heavily not. Alright, we got those lancers down in no time. Awesome. Yeah, this is working out quite decently by now. Bishop got wounded by a needle gun, but ha! It hit the prosthetic leg. And we tended the prosthetic leg with herbal medicines. Now that's a little bit unsettling, but that's okay. Must have been the psychic drone. Alright, so now it's going to be really, really difficult, because I don't know how long it'll take until we get that thing going. And it's hard for me to decide how to record that as well, because I don't want to skip too much, but also I don't want to record everything that is now up ahead of me, so, well. I'm really considering to just skip ahead until I have the opportunity to grab the AI core, because there's really not much to do before we get there, because in the end it'll be either me getting getting an opportunity to do the adventure, or me getting the opportunity to buy that thing, and between that it's just a long defense game where, yeah. I'd say, guys, the next episode will be working like that I'm going to check out and see what happens between this and the next episode. Sadly, the solar flare killed all the smoke leafers. What a tragedy. And I'll be either recording the next episode when I have the trade ship available, which delivers the AI core, or the opportunity to go for the AI core at hand, because beyond that, well, I don't know. I will be able to build myself some good armors quite soon, when we buy some more uranium and plasteel maybe. And beyond that, we're just quite done with this run, you know. We just need the final parts, and then we'll have some exciting defense time to go for. So that's gonna be it. So leave me a comment down below and let me know how you guys think you want to have it. I think I'll be doing it like that, but yeah, I'd like to know what you guys think. And also leave a thumbs up on that episode if you liked it. It was a little bit more janky than usual, but yeah, well, that's just what it does when my computer has random breakdowns. But yeah, we were able to salvage the situation nevertheless. Also, check out my channel down there. You'll find daily episodes there, so maybe you want to subscribe, turn on those notifications, and you won't miss anything in the future. Also, in the descriptions below, you'll find my Twitch profile, where I do daily streams, and also an opportunity to support me financially if you want to do so. I'd be more than happy, but most importantly, just stick around, watch the content. That means the most to me, and I'm very, very happy that you were around here until now. Have a nice day. See you soon. Bye-bye. Hey there, everybody, and welcome back to my Sea Ice Challenge series. I'm Icon, and this is episode 39, and I have returned after skipping ahead a few seasons, I think. I can't really remember how long it was. There were just enough events now that made me skip into a new episode, and let's record that. So let's begin. First off, well, there's this psychic ship. We have that problem again. There's a couple of scythers, and they're wild. And beyond that, we also have the problem that over here we have a toxic spewer site, which is active, and there's a couple of turrets around there. And also we had a crash landing of a person called Seafield, and check this out, he is Ironhead's dead. Yes, he's his daddy. And I really have been very, very amused about the fact that Mr. Seafield is a cannibal and Ironhead married a cannibaless, so I guess in the end everything made sense. So today's episode will be all about surviving this springtime, because honestly this is not a easy time to be in. We have a pretty heavy fight over here, and this one, well, I couldn't take it down yet because it was the most of the time a pretty heavy winter, and I didn't want to go for bigger operations until Seafield was recruited. And since his resistance is now on 0.1, I figured this would be the perfect moment to tune in for a new episode, because just like I have prophesized, there's really nothing to do most of the time. We're still waiting for gold and the opportunity to gather a Persona core, but beyond that, there was really nothing happening except for us grinding money and earning money even. I mean, we're at 2.7 grand right now. But yeah, I was recruiting Seafield for most of the time and fighting off a couple of Mechanoid attacks. And that was the whole story, which happened, I don't know, for 2 seasons or such. Seafield was really an annoying person to deal with because he came entirely naked. And I discovered that without mods, he doesn't even start wearing clothes, even if they are in the same room where he is imprisoned. I really tried my best to get Seafield out of his naked situation, but he just didn't want to. That was pretty annoying. So Bishop is again sleeping over here. The prison cell couldn't been used because one heater wasn't enough to keep a naked man warm, and we're practically out of steel. And yeah, what can I say? The situation ain't that easy right now. But I didn't want to attack the Mechanoid cluster right next to us before Seafield was recruited, because this way he can just stay at base and quench fires and do work and stuff like that, because it turns out that he's a very, very talented person. He's also suffering from a very neurotic character, but, well, there's something about everybody, I'd say. Alright, so let's just wait until he is recruited, and then we're going to go and attack the toxic spewer, because that's the next thing that really bothers me. And luckily it's only being guarded by turrets, so we can go with the smoke launcher method. But since I still have no full winter insulation for Lauren, I couldn't do that during the winter. And ironically enough, when this thing came down 5 days before it went awake, I had a naturally occurring toxic fallout event, which entirely demotivated me from trying it. Alright, so let's see. I'll fast forward until this man is recruited. And a couple of days, two to be exact, later, Seafield has finally joined us, and there's instantaneously a party breaking out. I feel like that's very fitting. So let's see, we're at an insulation level of -32 on him. Well, that's not too shabby. Let's see if we can make a toque for him. Oh, he already got one. But this one is excellent. So Seafield is suffering from a corpse obsession. Well, since I didn't plan on bringing him to the Mechanoid cluster attack, that's okay. Although somebody should bury Grumb. And we are being raided one more time. Okay, good thing that I didn't go out for an all-out attack there. So let's see, how hungry are you? Since we're fighting under a psychic drone, I take these questions rather seriously. Okay, it's a very small raid, so we should be perfectly fine. Ironhead needs to pack a meal, and then he's ready to go. Alright. It's just 2 pikemen and a lancer. Overall, this is one of the most... oh boy. They come... okay. It's a lot more than I thought. Dang it. It's not as easy as I thought. But as soon as the lancers are down, we should be okay. Oh no, Bishop got hit. But it was luckily only the leg. Alright. We're standing under no roof, so there is a toxic buildup happening on us. Let's see how 14. Bishop has 14 more hours. I wish Seafield would have been available for that fight already. That would have been very, very helpful. Okay, but the Lancers are now down. And speaking about Seafield, he is fighting with us, but in a rather miserable way. So he's been gunned down. I'm gonna allow him to self-tend. This way he's going to be at least doing something useful. Because the neurotic wandering of Seafield made everything a lot more complicated there, honestly. So somebody should take care of Ironhead as well. Okay, that's what we're doing. But let's get rid of Grump once and for all. Okay, could have been worse, could have been better, but at least we got ourselves a few units of steel back. This is something I appreciate. Oh my god, we're not curing Lancer Fists with Glitterworld medicine. I just heard that sound. Okay, so that's been dealt with. I don't want to pick up the steel scraps while there's still toxic fallout there. Okay, but Seafield is now available for another fight quite soonish. Alright, let's rest them up and go into the attack. So, before my plan could go into actions, Bishop turned catatonic, and that's the point where I decided to do a change of plans. This psychic drone needs to go, and it needs to go as soon as possible. We can't live like that anymore, and therefore we're going to equip Seafield with a rifle, and I do mortar the psychic ship here. Let's just hope it'll work out. We got a couple of shells, and unlike the other side, this one is really threatening us. So let's see how good this will go. Let's hope I'm going to be not as unlucky as I used to be, but doesn't look too good here. Contract colonists, so well, no thanks. Come on, we can't miss every shot like that. Jeez, we're not even hitting remotely right now. And we've already threw 50% of our shells. Alright, Ironhead went into a daze. So the Mechanoids have woken up. So does that mean we wounded one? Yes. That does exactly. Oh god. Let's see if we need to rest Ironhead here. There's way too many mental breakdowns right now. And now we are at high drone intensity. At least Lauren is still doing useful things. Alright, we should... She's not assigned to doctoring, that's why. Alright, we should feed Bishop. Because there's nobody else available for that job right now. So, that's exactly why I wanted to do an episode tonight. Because, you know... Oh, it's already 32% toxic buildup on Ironhead. That's a lot. But he's also already quite a long time wandering neurotically, so... Okay, Seafield is turning back to normal, and Ironhead decided to go inside now as well. So we get another chance to take that situation under control. I mean, hitting those mechanoids is as good as taking down the psychic drone ship itself. But that's just quite pathetic how bad we're aiming again. Come on. So I didn't even hit that thing a single time so far. So we're either super lucky or super unlucky with this colony when it comes down to mortars. But, you know, while we're at it, we might as well just keep trying. Okay, but now we're out of ammo. Zippy. Zippy joins us. So Zippy, probably you shouldn't be in the vicinity of these turrets. So Zippy, you're non-violent. Maybe you should stay in the vicinity of these turrets. Bye-bye, buddy. So, okay, that was foolish. They'll receive a mood debuff for him not being buried, but forgive me for being kind of frustrated at this point. So, okay, but we got enough people available to get the job done over there and take revenge for Zippy. Because actually, I don't feel like I'm able to take down this, but I'm very well able to take down the other side. A flash storm. Now that's something I see not too often here. Okay, and for a moment I was hoping that Zippy would be a useful colonist. Too bad. Alrighty, but let's make sure we got the right equipment. Who's gonna take the smoke launcher? I'd say that's gonna be Seafield because he's just the worst shot. Okay. Now we'll have to do it very, very painstakingly slow because there's no real good cover. Or is there? Well, let's see. We're gonna move to this border. And if we get shot for passing this border, I think the slug turret already shot after us. Yes, 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 it is. So, no chance. We'll have to move through the smoke screen to get there. Of course. But at least it was only a shot that's not even bleeding. We're already suffering from 10% toxic fallout, so we better keep moving. The combination of toxic fallout and the turrets here is rather nasty. But luckily we can already take down... Oh, we can't. I wonder if that shield will go down ultimately, but I have no clue. So I rather don't want to try. I mean, sure, I'll let them shoot here, because it would be foolish to not try it, you know, but... Because at some point it should break down. Because if not, I got another quite nasty issue, and that's my smoke launcher is not going to penetrate that shield. Here we go. So we're now bound to shoot at our ground. Okay. So that doesn't seem like it's working out, so we'll have to move past that. But, well, this is just the risk we'll have to take, but it's gonna be over soon. We have a slight wound here, but we should be winning now. Alright, there's the first turret exploding. It's good news. Alright, let's take down that thing. Because this will stop the toxic buildup. Alright, I think we can speed up. Jeez. Didn't expect that thing to be that resilient. A couple of days later. Alright, let's keep going, and I don't care if the unstable power cell goes down on us. Or wait a sec, we don't need to. Guys, are you really that bad at shooting? Alright, we did it. Oof. Okay, so we can now assign everybody to unrestricted zones again. And that was part 1 of our today's strive. So Bishop should need some food soon. And they deserve a their well-earned break. So now we still have that psychic drone issue going on here, and well, still as much of an issue as it was before. But I'd say we'll be getting there. The biggest issue are these scythers flocking into our base once I take down the ship. That's what I'm afraid of about the most. I'm really considering sending Lauren in and giving her a sniper rifle, and drone intensifies. So at which level are we now? Extreme. So, yeah, that was quite extreme. Lauren just destroyed Seafield. He even lost fingers from this fight. So we have to really, we have to do something here. Seafield is downed because of that, and that's quite annoying, to be honest. Psychic drone for pay. So a low drone for female gender people on top of that. Yeah, what a nice idea. So Seafield shall stay in bed for now, because it's just no use if he goes bonkers. Ironhead can just try and mortar them. That was almost a hit on the Scythers. I mean, it's highly unlikely to hit anything that I want to hit, but yeah, well. So this is now the most problematic part of our fight. It's almost summer, so we should be able to summon allies, maybe. Let's try that. Let's call the Broken Empire. Military aid. Let's do that. Because honestly, the situation as it is right now is so much of a problem that I'm not too interested in solving that problem all by myself. And on top of that, let's see, Mao is going to die in 9 hours. We're going to rescue that guy. Because that's just what you have friends for, you know? I did a lot of investment investments into getting there. And now let's just send her to destroy that thing. Meanwhile, Ironhead can just keep going there. I'll melee it because it just is a faster way of getting the job done. There's another person being downed. So when we rescue them, you know, we can just leech more goodwill by that faction. Also, they got a plasma sword. So it's either way, it's a win for us. We're either winning a plasma sword or we're winning goodwill. And there's that problem gone. Good stuff. Alright, so I'm quite happy that we did it, because that was a seriously massive problem for us. Sadly, this also means that we're not able to get the job done this year. So, did I click strip instead of rescue? Is that what happened? Or was it? No. Bet it was a acidifier. Yeah, it just died on the way. Well, we got ourselves a plasma sword. It's not the worst either. Also, we got ourselves a ton of steel slag chunks, and most importantly, a new somebody to work with. Because Mr. Seafield will be our newest friend here to get things done, you know. So we're going to make another formal vest for him and reap the rewards of this big battle. So Bishop is now finally among us again too. So that means we can now safely salvage the rewards of this battle. Yeah. So maybe we can claim this cell this time. So thanks for everybody pointing out where that unstable power cell went to. So a trade ship is passing by. How good is his social skill actually? Not too much. Okay. Now, still looking for that persona core at a trader. Still haven't given up the hope that this might happen too. I mean, this would be the easiest way to deal with the problem, but well. Right now I'm considering buying another charge rifle. I'm not gonna sell any of these guns, but no, we're not gonna buy a charge rifle. I don't want to spend that money right now. Right now my plan is to sit on a certain stockpile of money permanently to be ready when the time is nigh for buying that thing. Okay, so before he's in unhappy mood, let's have some cloth pants for him. Yeah, but this means with the goodwill we gained, we're now able to summon allies at least during the summertime. So I'd consider that as a really big step forward, and let's ask for a trade caravan, and it's going to be an exotic goods trader. There we go. Because as far as I see it, the bulk goods traders won't be offering the stuff that I want here anyways, so I'll even let that snow bunny live. Can you imagine? I'm so super happy about Ironhead having his dad now among us in the colony. That was such a nice coincidence that made me happy from the moment it happened. So we're going to see where all this leads. I mean, Bishop is asexual, so that would be the funniest thing to happen, but can't imagine that we get that lucky. A pack of man-hunting sheep. Are you kidding me? So there's plenty of steel around right now. Quite happy about that. So I honestly don't want to get this pack of sheep in my base. Let's see, where are those visitors we're talking about? So that's really a lot of sheep. So what we're going to do is we're going outside, take down as many as possible of them, and then run inside and slam the doors shut. Bishop is still unarmed. Oh man, I hate it when that happens. So this destroys the whole idea. I guess we should run now. There are way too many to take them on like that. If you want to take down a flock of animals like that, you need to do it differently. And we're going to slam the doors shut. I have no heavy armored melee colonist, and that's why my approach won't work to take them down like that. At least our guests are just ignoring the barred doors. So the sheep are in the base now. I repeat, the sheep are in the base. Toshio is dead. And he left the door open, that fool. Okay, we have a sheep incident now. At least they're not trying to take down the turret right now. That's actually something good. Alright. I got no shotguns. That's extremely bad. Under these circumstances, shotguns would be the best weapon to wish for, but Seafield's taking is going down. You know, Manhunter packs are quite scary. We'll have to run inside. We're getting swarmed here. So let's hope they're just bruised. Yes, they're just bruised. Okay. So that means they're not going to die immediately. Alright. These visitors, they were just the real problem here. So let's see. Maybe not dying too fast. Okay. No, it's still not a good moment. So yeah, that's just as dangerous as a animal attack can be. But I have no chance of getting out there and just killing them. Hope Lauren didn't... Yeah. Alright. Seafield at least made it closer into the base, so we can now rescue him without putting ourselves into too big risk. Alright. That's a very odd situation, but, you know, we'll have to endure it for now. Gives the silence of the lambs a completely new meaning. So we need to get Lauren inside there, but at least she's not going to starve as long as it will need to get rid of the sheep, you know. I think now is a good moment. There we go. Alright, now the only problem are my deteriorating assault rifles, but these friggin' guests. Alright. So they want to bring a Mechanoid cluster on me. It has only one scyther. Okay, we should actually do that. It's a pretty harmless one. Yeah, so... Well, we're not going to go outside, that's for sure. So somebody is starving. Nobody did feed Lauren. My god. I mean, not treating her wounds is one thing. But leaving her starving? What's wrong with you, folks? Alright, so... that's that. We're going to salvage a lot of resources out of this. But ultimately, we're still only in need of an AI core. But I felt like this was a very, very entertaining episode. And, oh, there's the exotic goods trader. So, we're not done yet. Looks like we have to get through that encounter as well. I simply have to. So... let's see how this will go down. I mean, basically, I'm pretty sure that the caravan should have not a problem at all taking down a couple of sheep. Just afraid that they're going to leave the map if I... Are you kidding me? They actually managed to kill the trader. Oh my god. How? He wasn't even that wounded. Yeah, goodbye guys. That's that was cool to meet you and all. So dear friends, thank you so much for watching. This was a very wild and crazy episode for sure. And I enjoyed it very thoroughly. I hope you guys did as well. We're going to continue... well, I actually don't know where I'm going to continue with this these recordings. I only know that we still are pretty far away from being able to leave this planet. I'll just keep you guys posted with whenever a very interesting situation comes together, because I feel like right now the most cool way to keep this series alive is to give you moments of action, and maybe we get lucky soon, and you know what I'm talking about. Alrighty, so drop me your comments down below. I'd be more than happy to hear from you. I hope you are you're still well entertained. I am for sure. And wait a sec, the Lobo Coalition people raiding me. Yeah, okay, so we're going to deal with that between this and the next episode. So yeah, leave a thumbs up on that series if you like what you've seen so far. I'd be very, very happy for your support. And of course, check out my channel, daily content there, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and you won't miss any future content. And of course, in the description below there's a lot of juicy stuff as well. Among those, my Twitch channel, where daily streams are happening. Also, my social media things, a pretty wild and happy Discord server, which you might want to check out as well. And last but not least, ways and means to support me financially. If you want to do that, you can be sure that I'll be very, very grateful and keep doing more free content for you even happier. Whatever might be the case, I hope you're going to come back again soon, and thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. Hey there friends, and welcome back to my Sea Ice Challenge series. I'm Icon, and this is episode 40. We're really 40 episodes in here, and I now have a plan, and I'm ready to announce it today. So, after diving deep into the problematic of acquiring an AI core, I have discovered a couple of little problems. First off, AI cores can never be bought by traders. That was a false friend. This was only possible in older versions of the game, and therefore we can't change that at all. There are only two ways of acquiring them. That's either quests or, well, asking your neighbors for the quest where one item stash spawns, which has guaranteed a guaranteed loot of an AI core. But beyond that, there's no other way of acquiring that. So my plan now is a quite simple one. We're going to go via drop pods, and it's going to be either a way of two. Either I'm going to be able to drop pod myself over there in summer, and then we're going to fight there and wander back home. Or I'm going to acquire enough steel to load enough transport pods to just transport the steel I need to just build new transport pods over there and transport pod right back, because that would be an option too. I was calculating around, and after all, every launch facility is only 110 steel and 2 components, so that's not that costly. We just need to have enough fuel and enough steel to rebuild the facility to shoot us back home. So, you know, I went creative because we don't stand a chance to do it otherwise. I really want to do one tour with the transport pod because I feel like that's going to make a lot of things a lot easier. But yeah, well, I tried out during the last summer while I was offline playing or off-cam playing to check out how long we would need to walk over there to one of these opportunities, and well, it turned out the whole trip would be like 15 to 20 days. So that's overall doable, but you know, cutting that in half would be already a big benefit. Cutting it completely away, well, that would be just flat out awesome. So we have to, where can we, here, load launch group of 1. Defines the selected transporter as a launch group, opens the loading dialog. So, here we go. So let's check out what we could transport here already. So the important question is, how many extra transport pods do I need to carry the extra steel? So we'll need 660, no, we're going to need 330 units of steel to make the trip back home. So steel is not a problem, but we also will need chem fuel. Seems to be not a problem either. So, well, apparently we have a good chance to just transport pod us over to the other side. That would be awesome. I mean, we have to produce enough chem fuel to get there as well. Because right now, well, I got no clue how far of a distance I can cover right now, but we'll find that out for sure. So we had the psychic drone ending. Okay. Exotic goods trader. So I have lost any hopes of seeing AI cores among these, but well, asking the Wikipedia at that point was quite helpful for me because I stopped holding back my money for an odd, you know. Elephants. Now that's friggin' exotic. And let's see, shells. They don't have any shells, but they got more plasteel. Uranium. I would need uranium quite badly. And I don't know if we need gold. I need to check that out. But somehow I thought I needed gold. Yes, we need gold, but we don't need plasteel. We got more than enough plasteel. So, give me your gold. We don't have that much money, but that's okay. Gonna spend that all for now. Just considering buying some components right off the shelf, but like I already discovered, it's most of the time a bad trade, but we can't sell those shield cores. I don't need them. I have already one. Burden, pain block. Yes, please. Pain block is quite powerful. With pain block, we can easily keep going if situations are really bad. Alright, so we got now everything except for the persona core. But we're gonna get there. So I think I got all the steel I need. I just need to fetch up enough biofuel here. So let's see if there's enough biofuel available for us. So looks like we're actually pretty close to getting into the finale of this series. I'm so looking forward to it. I mean, if we get enough resources together, it should be no problem whatsoever to drop pod myself over there during the autumn. We got enough insulation for that time. Lauren can stay outside without any problems. So we're going to create some emergency fuel out of rice this time. Usually I don't allow that, but since we really need the chem fuel right now, I'd say the rice is nice and turn it into chem fuel. So we're going to need 225 units of chem fuel at least, and then the worst case scenario 450. So I already got those 225. And I just did a terrible mistake because I took away all my money, which I would need to ask for where an AI core is at. But that's not so much of a problem. Can we still call the Jabiums? No. Oh, dang. Well, okay. We're gonna acquire that silver one way or another. It's not that much of an issue. We're going to, well, I don't know. We're either going to be waiting until the next trade ship stops by, or waiting until the next trade ship stops by. Just wondering if I would do some different planting right now, but there was a mistake in my genius plan. Hypothermia, Seafield. We need some better clothing for this guy. So we got all the chem fuel we need, we got heal roots. Alright, perfect. So basically we'll only need a bulk goods trader or something like that, and we're good to go. We can't do any packaged survival meals right now, except for, well, we can do. Just trying to get some money as quick as possible. I don't want to cut down my rice plantation right now, because I feel like we can't use another push. But on the other hand, I need money to get the ball rolling. Well, it was quite a lot of gold we bought there, but in the end, maybe we're going to be grateful about that. Oh no, I don't have the uranium. Okay, that's bad. I didn't imagine that we would be short on uranium at some point. We only had a uranium meteorite once. Overall, I didn't have too many meteorites on this map. So it looks like we're going to have another year ahead of us before we can go. But I feel like the transport pod method is the one which looks the most promising to me, because everything else just doesn't seem to work out here. Just a wee bit sad that what do we have here? There's a prisoner camp down there. Huh. Well, I could try my technique and try out if it works. But thanks, but no thanks. I mean, Seafield is luckily able to sustain himself out here for quite some time. He has the necessary skills, at least, to survive. His doctoring is quite bad. That's something that's making me kind of nervous. He's also very neurotic, but we can counter that just with this cannibalistic trade. We just need to have a few happy meals for him available to begin with, and then his mental stability should be not too much of a problem. Okay, so I'll gonna be fast forwarding now until we have what we need to see the next steps or the next big fight, which is worth recording. So the winter has broken out and we have swapped our production, at least for one time, into jolly old flake via psychoid leaves, and just as of now I have finished my last research project. As you can see, there's not even a message anymore that I need a new research project because there are none available right now. So 12 years later we have researched pretty much everything that was possible, and yeah, I mean, there's literally nothing happening during the last 6 days, so I just wanted to give a spotlight on these things happening. Okay, so what do we have here? A psychic reader and a psychic harmonizer, and we would be needing to shut down a psychic suppressor machine. Heck no. But that trade ship is what we wanted to see, as if I knew it was coming. Because this is providing us definitely the penny we need to get our caravan going. Well, not quite, but it doesn't matter because we aren't ready yet. I have, for one, used up a lot of materials. And the other thing is I want to leave not during the winter when we have minus 81 degree. Like, I have 2 people that have some kind of insulation, but Lauren doesn't have the insulation for that. So if we go for that project, we would go in the warm season or in the springtime season anyways. Just thought we would get the 1,500 together. But for now, I'll just keep skipping through the winter until something exciting happens. To my big amusement, we had a crash landing ship part again. This time it's a defoliator ship, and, well, I couldn't care much less about its side effect. But nevertheless, it is a threat which we need to deal with at some point. But, well, possibly when the winter is over and we can count on military aid again. Because 4 pikemen and 2 scythers are quite an uncomfortable party to deal with, so... Oh no, a blight. So I don't want to mess around with that and be unhappy. So, the blight is gone. Good. Alright, but in itself it is completely harmless and we won't touch it for now. It is a place where we can harvest steel, but, well, it won't hurt us at all in this biome. And after the entire winter passed really without any incidents besides from the defoliator ship, we now have a new Mechanoid Attack on us. So let's see what spawns out of these pods. Come on, don't make it this... Alright, so we have 1 scyther. 2 scyther. And 3 scyther. Okay, it's just a scyther pack. Say it like that's something good, but it's not. So we're going to equip our EMP grenades because that's just something which makes me feel a lot safer around these dudes. Let's see what they're up to. As of lately, my enemies are attacking more and more often my base directly. So I've grown more careful here. It looks like they are behaving quite regular here. Okay. We're doing the grenade lobbing strategy as usual. This does disable my turrets, but it also disables the mechanoids quite decently. So sadly he did take down that turret. Well, some losses when we are up against scythers are most of the time inevitable. Alright. really start considering to build one of those big turrets for the back line here. Alright. EMP grenades are just my best friends. Let's not build that one for now. I want to check my steel situation before. I don't dare to pick up that piece of slack chunk because it's going to be quite hard to escape this situation. I don't want to run into that risk. So we have now the necessary steel to go for our little expedition, but I don't have the money to ask where the expedition is going to be. So, well, we're still kind of gimped on that end. But, well, meanwhile we were producing large amounts of flake while we were at it. It always takes me quite some time to get one harvest of psychoid plants through, because we need to harvest a lot of rice. Did just Ironhead's dad flirt with Lauren? Give me a sec. Yes. Dude, he's married. She's married. With your son. Imagine you save your crash-landed dad and then he's starting to crush on your wife. Jeez. What a lovely bunch we have here. Feeling like a really, really weird accumulation of people here. Okay, so we have now the spring up ahead of us, so that means we can soonish start our expedition, but let's see what'll happen next before we can afford that. So a few days of the springtime have passed. A few unfertilized goose eggs have dropped from the sky. A wanderer named Lou joined the colony. I just put her into the cryptosleep casket before because her stats were quite decent. I didn't like the bloodlust too much, but the passions are quite okay. And I felt like in a case of a emergency, we might have the help of her here, and be quite grateful for that. Thanks for the comment who stated out that idea. I never would have came up with that one by myself, so cheers to that. So we could also dismantle our silver table and get the few scraps of silver we need. Or just notice that I'm really not missing too much silver. But then again, I want to have a bit of a surplus of steel, because I realized that I want to send my drop pod raiders with a little bit of a surplus of steel. Because if they fail one construction, that's that. But we might send Lou with that expedition, because, you know, this would make it easier to live with a mistake. Basically, I would rather sacrifice her than anybody else from my colony here. And the exotic goods trader is passing by. So we got a few packaged survival meals, but most importantly, we got a boatload of flake. So these fellas, they sell some other things as well, which I do want to have. An architect leg. Jeez. Very, 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 very tempting, but no. I want to have the nutrimines. Of course, I can't buy all of them, but just a couple of those. Something like that, yeah. Then we have a little bit of money left over. Yes, let's do it like that. Because I am a big fan of panoxycillin, and we can craft it ourselves. Oh yeah, and Ironhead is suffering from a flu again, but he's already past that. We have a few Mechanites in town, but now, except for the fact that I feel not too comfy with the amount of steel that I got, we're actually done. So neither the multi-analyzer nor the high-tech research bench are necessary anymore, so we might as well deconstruct them. Because seriously, why should I keep those? I can use the room here if I really would want to for a bigger hydroponics. And beyond that, we could replace the lamp here and set up another hydroponic bank. That really feels odd to have deconstructed the science bench. But, you know, we really didn't need it anymore. So now I just want to wait until the temperatures are a little bit better, and then we're going to get over to our big adventure. I mean, we have all our preparations done. There's really not much more we can do, except for, I don't know, waiting for better times. Well, there's this situation here, but that's not really an issue. And we're going to leave... Well, who we're going to leave here? Do we leave Seafield here? I'd say no, because he's very vulnerable to breakdowns. Okay, so let's see. What do we need in terms of preparations? Let's check out the load. So we would go with... Oh, I could take 4 people with me even. But no, we're going to go with 3. So I want to have some pemmican just in case we need some food. Then we're going to need 450 units of chem fuel. Just in case something bad happens, and then we can carry 430 units of steel. It's more than enough. Yeah, we're ready to go. We're absolutely ready to go. But yeah, well, I feel like I want to do a few preparations before I go for that, because we could use a few resources there. Oh, jade and steel, but wait a sec, that's in the danger zone, because after we acquired the AI core and we start the ship, we will attract a lot of enemies, and this is something I want to be somehow prepared for. That means I want to allocate a certain stockpile of steel, I want to have food, probably want to have shells as well, because we can attract all manner of nasties during that time, but I expect mostly mechanoids. So yeah, we're going to get there. We just need more steel, I'd say. But let's see if we can acquire that AI core with today's episode. It shouldn't be too hard, and let's get going, I'd say. So Seafield goes with us. Bishop stays here. Okay. So let's see. I mean, we had everything prepared. Oh, I totally forgot to think of components. Very, very important to bring components as well. Okay, so let's bring that and bring some food. Yeah. And let's call for the location. And it's going to be guarded by 3 huskies, so I hope we're going to be able to take that somehow down. Well, honestly, no. We're going to definitely send Bishop in that scenario, because he's going to be a lot better with dogs. Just realized that it would be really foolish to send no Psycaster with that into that situation. So think that's a really fine choice there. Okay, now off we go. Alrighty. So we're going to prepare ourselves for this mighty adventure now, and I'm going to cut this episode today a little bit shorter because I want to start the trip, fetching the AI core and everything in between as the beginning of the finale of this series. So we're going to watch our brave adventurers here, and we're going to start this trip in the beginning of the next episode because I don't want to get into that right now. We're going to drop that into the beginning of the finale. So thank you guys so much for watching. It's going to be, I guess, 2 more episodes until we're done with that series, and I can't believe it. I actually did a sea ice run then. So thanks for keeping company with me until now. Drop your comments down below. Leave a like on that video if you want to help me beat the algorithm game. I'd be very, very grateful. And as usual, check out my channel. Drop a subscription if you haven't done so already. I do daily videos, so turning on those notifications will tell you when something new shows up. And in the description below, you'll also find my Twitch channel where I do daily streams every day. Okay, daily, that's implying it. Sorry, the cat's really distracting today. And also you'll find my Discord server informations, and beyond that, financial support means. And I'd be super grateful for everybody joining the support crowd because I do free content and your help makes me do more free content for you. See you guys then in the finale. Bye bye. Hey there friends, and welcome to the first part of the finale of my Sea Ice Challenge series. I'm Icon, and we will today acquire the AI core via drop pods, and beyond that we're going to start up the ship reactor and get our big escape going. I guess we will need more than 1 episode to finish up the whole fighting and all of it, but we'll see how long it'll take. For now, I have prepared our brave adventurers. We got steel and chem fuel, we got components and food, and we got our brave fighters. So I even brought some units of medicine. So the first thing we will do is now launch to this item stash location. Drop at edge, drop at center. We want to drop at the edge. And off we go. So the idea behind that is quite simple. I don't think that traveling over this map in a regular way would be too easy to do. So we're going to build ourselves new transport pods and just get out of there like that. So let's burden these dogs. It's really important that we slow them down as much as possible, because a swarm of 3 dogs can be the end for our brave caravan if we are not careful. But I'd say we have succeeded, and we can now go inside there and build ourselves what we need to get out here. So let's put up a stockpile zone here and start working. We're going to send somebody in there. Here goes the persona core. And we finished that. And then we're going to get over there, build them transport pods. They're sleeping in the snow, these crazies. Alright, let's refuel those. And load them. Alright, mission accomplished. So far, so good. I feel quite happy with what we managed to do here. I guess we're going to load the Huskies as well, because, you know, while I'm here. And let's do this. And we did it! I feel big now. We actually did it. So we can now build that friggin' core, and that's going to be the beginning of our finale here. So we're going to deconstruct the pod launchers. There's no further use for them. I felt like this was the most elegant way of getting the job done in the end. So I was considering in the end of the last episode to do some more preparations before we actually start the finale. But, you know, I don't think that it's wise to wait any longer, because we will have to last 15 days now. And during these 15 days, we will be assaulted a crap ton, to put it into blunt words. And, well, okay, Seafield is insulting us. And bottom line here is, doing it during the summertime would be, I guess, the smoothest way of getting the job done, because we have allies. That means we can just ask them for help. And therefore, I feel like this will be the best way to deal with that whole situation. So, Seafield is spreading some chaos and destruction with his insulting spree. Corpse obsession on Bishop. But honestly, the insulting spree and a couple of mental breakdowns now right before we start our finale isn't that bad, to be exact. Alright. So, the last dosages of psychoid leaves are in, and I'd say we got 280 steel available. I have enough benches to deconstruct if I really need more steel. Let's get going. Let's start the ship. We confirm. And here we go. Finale begins. I really didn't think that I would make it this far that quickly. I actually assumed that it would take way longer, but it was the saving idea to do it with transport pods. Thanks so much to our dear audience, because that really helped me a ton. I wouldn't have come up with that idea myself, honestly, so. Hyperweave pants. Oh my god. Bison wool parka. Well, luckily we don't really need those right now, because I got enough food. I got enough insulation on my people. Seafield has some plundered Mechasloth wool parka and some sheep wool pants I managed to strip off from some random transport pod crasher. So I want Lou now available for the things to come. We can definitely host another fighter in here. Food-wise, we shouldn't have any problem getting that done. Now we're going to bedroll. That's what I was looking for. Let's install the bedroll here. Put Lou right next to Bishop. There we go. And now we got 5 people to defend ourselves with. Resource-wise, we're really low, but I'm in high hopes that we can do it. All right. Transporter down. Well, usually I would go for that one, but we're being raided now, and that won't stop for the next few days. So that's 6 scythers. That's a lot. We're going to need Lou here more than ever. The worst part about is they come completely clumped up. So we're going to Grenado here. And there's the next raid coming on us. Oh, okay. Well, that's crazy. That's just crazy. I want to burden that those who come now. So I have no clue if the firepower we got here will be sufficient to take that down. I highly doubt it, but at the same time, let's see how much time we can buy with the EMP grenades. I am super happy that I got Lou to fling those grenades, so we have 4 people shooting. I mean, so far the Mechanoids didn't get too much advantage. Yes! That was so good, actually. That was so good. So now we got a couple of Lancers. Honestly, Lou shouldn't be around here. She should be actually equipping her sniper rifle now and assist us like that. Alright, double raid. Double friggin' raid. Look, that's the power of EMP grenades in a nutshell. That's why I am such a firm believer in EMP grenades, because I think we wouldn't have had a chance against this army there without the EMP grenades. We would have been completely overrun. Okay, so round 1, humans 1, mechanoids 0. Okay. We're going to replenish that turret, because it's going to be very, very important to do so. And we have, well, the summer is ahead of us. I was already a little bit scared here, to be fair, but turned out everything was fine. We're shredding down the mechs. Actually might be even a quite neutral endeavor here. We even looted a bunch of components, so quite happy about that. So security-wise, I was considering doing something like an autocannon turret, but we don't have the necessary steel for that, it says. Well, can we free up the necessary steel for that? Let's uninstall those mortars for a moment. Now we have the necessary steel, it says. There's a Royal Tribute Collector coming in. That's really good. If we get attacked now, there's a high chance that this one will just tank the blows for us. Appreciate that. But they are chickening out because of bad temperatures. Losers. Well, the autocannon turret is not really a big damage dealer, but my idea with it is if everything goes bad, it's a failsafe. We can then fall back into this corridor and our enemies will attack that thing for us. So we have a immediate attack on us. Looks like a lot of pikemen. Alright. There's 1, 2 scythers, 3 lancers, a couple of pikemen. So we're going to put Lou up with, no, not frag grenades, EMP grenades. Alright. Let's hope our little strategy will work out as it did before. Let's see, can I fling those like that? Well, that's okay. The turrets are, after all, only distractions, so I'm gonna burden that thing. So whatever can be slowed down and stopped shall be stopped. Alright. So Lou is not really useful in this scenario, but I don't dare to get her Let's just stop that. I don't dare to use her grenades more up close like that. Alright. So we lost one turret, but that's just okay. These are minor losses, which are quite okay, I'd say. Like I mentioned before, I'll start dismantling workbenches if I really need it. We don't need the machining table, for example, anymore. We seriously don't need it. And the mechanoids themselves also drop materials, so we're going to be quite okay here. So far, so good. I'm really concerned about the first centipede coming to town. That's my big concern. But if that ever happens, I plan on using the friendlies, because we have allies on our comms console, which might be saving the day, if necessary. Speaking about if necessary, there's so much steel falling from the sky. I want to use that. So, there's a dead snow bunny out there. I'll also take the chances of risking a drop pod on right on top of us, because that's actually not as bad as it sounds. Cargo pods. Ooh, foods for us. More goose eggs. Somebody's launching eggs after me. Okay. And there's a new raid happening here. So, lower total amount, it's another bunch of 6 scythers. So, not gonna lie, these are the most scary encounters. The scythers I'm most afraid about, because they can't just overrun us that easily. So, there we go. And there's another situation just like before. We have them scattered all over the place again. Alrighty. Let's slow-mo that now. Alright. We have them now on stun lock. No psycasts necessary, although the thing is, it won't be lasting forever. First 2 went down, so I see myself in a good position. I got no clue what's coming against us now, though. So I see another scyther. So Lou will keep lobbing, that's for sure. Alright, so there's 2 scythers and 1 lancer. So I'm going to recall Lou behind the barricades, because it would be very, very foolish to have her out in the open when there's lancers against us. Especially since the lancers will aim at us. Oh, hello there. Seems like somebody drop podded right into my power production. Now it's going to be nasty. Alright, Lou got a shot. Alright, so death in 4 hours. That's a nasty situation. So we need the wind turbines and we need to tend to Lou. Oh god, we wasted medicines, but well, whatever. So we really need to get those wind turbines up and running again. And Ironhead is tantruming. I'd say that's okay, my friend. But somebody else should work on that wind turbine now. Wong's many friends. Okay. So I'd say we're fine now for now. Okay. Lou got a devastating wound. She lost her arm, so I want her on a top priority bed rest here, because the more she sleeps, the better she can recover from that. Oh, we need the machining table, as a matter of fact. Now that I think more closely about it, we need to shred mechanoids added. Alright. Let's hope I'll have enough materials to build myself a new turret soon. Because the turrets are really, really important. Let's just cancel that wind turbine for now. Seriously, not that important. Just want to do this. This is, as a matter of fact, quite important. Alright, so power-wise we are now good. And there are a Lobo coalition people attacking us from multiple angles. That's almost a relief here. Bishop is in a really, really bad mood. They got sappers though, so we need to take care of them directly. So that mechanoid drop podding into my base was really nasty, I'm not gonna lie. Alright. I hope we can get Bishop to some rest. I mean, we got machine guns and they got spares, so I'm quite positive that Bish can have a nice sleep. You really do notice when you have such seasoned fighters here. I mean, these guys are just dropping like flies because we have a really high accuracy going on. So yeah, they're already fleeing. It's really good. They left us materials to work with. So we're definitely gonna smelter all that. Oh gosh, I did not notice these guys. Dang it. So they're stealing some stuff from us, but I'm not gonna let them come away with that. These people were literally everywhere. Okay, so, well, you're not getting our flake. Do we have enough marble to fix that hole in the wall? Yes, we do. Ironhead, please do so. These freaks. Okay, so that's that. All of the advanced components even. Naughty boys. Alright, we're being raided from multiple angles yet again. So that's a real small one. That's a real big one. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to send Ironhead down there. And also, Bishop will call the JBM Union. We want military aid. Because seriously, this is growing too much here. So what I want to do now is I want to aggro that defoliator ship. Alright, let's run. Because I do know that raiders and mechanoids are attracting each other quite reliable. The Outlanders are now attacking their, beginning their assault. Our allies are fleeing. It's a tragedy. But this, this situation is working out as intended. So, well, we're going to give her that sniper rifle for now. So, the first couple of Outlanders is fleeing. Let's see what these guys are up to. Oh yeah, they're trying to fight with the defoliator ship. I was so much hoping for that to happen. Seafield's lover. Yeah, rip. So, looks like we don't have to do anything here. Mechanoids are taking care of that. Alright, nice. Why are you so unhappy, man? Serious pain. Ah, the Mechanites. I see. So, the war merchant is selling some food, would be buying our bows. I mean, it's not like we need too many things at this point anymore. But at the end of the day, what do we know what we can buy before this is over? And what use it will have. Okay, so now we got this. A couple of silver pieces. So we're now at half of the time. Seafield is dazed because of his lover died. Yeah, well. Not cool, me knows. Alright, but that was just working out as intended. I love it when a plan comes together, you know. I feel quite sneaky on that one. So we still have a Joker card in the pocket to call our Imperial dudes for help. And we're also going to create a bionic arm. I got the materials. Let's do that. Like, seriously. Bish is tantruming. That's okay. I like tantrums just simply because they give you a opportunity to vent quite quickly, you know. Unlike other breakdowns. Wait a sec, we do have advanced components, it's just nobody hauled them yet. Alright. So we're right now in a little bit of a cooldown phase, as it seems. Seafield is no longer dazed and, well, right when I was talking about we're having a breather. So let's drop in on us now. So only ranged units. That's kind of good and kind of bad at the same time. So we're going to get the whole squad going here. I really feel like I want to craft myself a new assault rifle for Lou. Or a chain shotgun, but no, we're going to do the assault rifle there. Okay, let's go slow. So the autocannon turret does help a ton, though. If it hits, that is. Alright. And here go the pikemen. But so far, I think I'm able to fast forward a bit. Lauren took a few shots. But looks like we're taking them down, but without losing anything or anybody. Wow. That's super good. Let's tend to Lauren right away. And here I keep running the policy of keeping everybody on a bed rest priority. Food binge. Well, so far so good. Because like I mentioned, people heal a lot faster when they are allowed to rest in a bed. Rare thrombos, well, usually I'd be really happy about that, but this time I can't say I would care at all. So it's the same ranged package as we had before, only without Lou this time, but honestly Lou wasn't that much of a help here anyways, so this one is this round is concerning me a lot more because it's the same as it was before, and these are 8 enemies and we're only 4 shooters. This is just flat out scary. Okay, we took down the first of them. 2 down. 3 down. Okay. I'm feeling relieved now. Okay, let's just hope that this will go good as well. We got 1 hit on Iron Head, but except for that, everything went down smoothly as well. Good job, guys. Good job. And there's a bulk goods trader passing by. HQ Solutions. I don't think they got anything that I would want to have at this point, except for maybe a Psychic Shock Lance. These can be really, really useful at times. Oh, there's one thing though. If you guys would happen to have any uranium. But no, they don't. What a shame. Alright. Let's pick that one up. And we're being sieged by the Friends of Blood. Alright, so friends, we're going to end this first part of the finale with this video. And we're going to come back for the second half in the next episode. So there are still 6 days to survive. I guess it's a little bit too much for one episode, and well, maybe we have to, pretty much of a short episode, but I want to have enough time to outro this properly. So thanks so much for watching. Can't believe we're getting there, and we're almost away from this planet. Catch you guys on the next episode. Drop your comments down below. I'd really love what you think. Love to know what you think. Leave a thumbs up on that episode, and of course, check out my channel. I do daily episodes there, and if you subscribe and turn on those notifications, you won't miss anything in the future. Also in the descriptions below, you will find means and ways to get into my Discord server and find my Twitch channel where daily streams happen as well. And on top of that, if you might want to lend me a helping hand, there's also ways of doing some financial support. I'd be deeply appreciating it, because I will do my work always for free, no matter what, and your help will help me to keep doing more content. Catch you guys next time. Bye-bye. Hi there, friends. Welcome back to the second part of the finale of my Sea Ice Challenge series. I'm Icon, and today we will get off this old, cold planet for sure. We're being sieged by those guys in the meantime, and I'd say it's about time to return the fire. We're going to install our own mortars and just hope that we are able to pull it off. So there's no food in the kitchen. Let's change that. Dear Mr. Ironhead and Seafield, we need those mortars, and we need them now. Let's see. So Ironhead is quite healthy, and Lou is quite healthy. So we're going to make sure that we get them at this point. So we're setting forced targets on their mortar sites. Feel like that's the best thing we can do. Aw, too bad we didn't hit that. Look at those sassy guys. They are using wood as their barricade material. Oh yeah, we actually already got them convinced to attack us. Let's see. The high explosive shells will explode on them as well, but not in time. Sadly, not in time. That would have been really cool if they did. So we need to uninstall those. There we go. And also we need to get into position. So Lou is still running around with this sniper rifle. I'd really love to give her a different weapon, but we don't really find the time to craft anything here. And, well, have to work with what I got, I guess. The turret here is not in a good shape, though. Alright. There's a smoke pop. Belts being used, but in the end, we destroyed our turrets ourselves. Brilliant. That's just brilliant. But we also gained around 400 units of steel out of that. So I don't really care about what we lost or not. So we could go for a pump shotgun there. Well, I'm not really convinced about the options there. So let's put the assault rifle building into top priority here. Maybe we can do some magic here in the meantime. But sleeping and being well on your feet is right now of utmost importance. Don't you worry about the screen shakes. That's just the barricades here burning to death. Don't ask. Alright, so we can now unassign the bed rest on everybody, and let's chop chop, guys, chop chop. There's so much to do. We really need to keep working here hard. So, a assault rifle is a ton of work to be done, but probably we're gonna get there before things are going down too bad. I want to replace this now with something more useful, and a SMG is even more useful. I'm not a big fan of this weapon here in general, because we never have the big fights where it would really shine, but at the same time it's still a lot better than using a sniper rifle on somebody who's a awful shot at best. So we have to clear Lauren from that job, though. She's doing it voluntarily right now, though. That's good. So she needs some rest, and I'm afraid that we will have another attack in town before this ends, so let's finish that assault rifle. I will feel a lot better when I know that Lou has a gun, which matters as well. There we go. Good job, Lauren. So let's unassign her from that job. Ironhead is fetching that bionic arm, but the bionic arm is actually only of a smaller importance. A grand structure quest. Yeah, sure, you guys. As if I had nothing better to do right now. The Alobo Coalition wants to sapper us. So I'd say we go out there and we show them what we're made of. So Bishop's mood is quite bad because he's being rebuffed by Lu. Well, let's take it carefully. The good thing about sappers is that they act quite dumb about their environment more often than not. So there we go. This guy is shooting back too. I want to take down whoever is daring to try and wound my peeps. They're still not fleeing. Jeez. Alright, now they're scared enough. So we're going to arrest Bishop now. I don't have time for mental breakdowns right now. We're going to do the good old imprison and release treatment. Alright, there we go. We could do some flake for everybody who's too unhappy. And there's yet another siege coming to town. So I want to use my allies again, because I feel like the JBM Union still has one favor in left for us. Now they're neutral to us, but little do I care. Oh, they're attacking on the wrong front. So this doesn't help us at all. Right now, at least. We'll have to put up the mortars ourselves again. And let's see, where's the second one? There's the second one. So we have visitors, but that's just the wrong time right now. So set forced target to this. Oh yeah, we hit the first guy already. All right, let's keep going. And see what that brings. They got one mortar alive already. That makes me kind of nervous. What's happening down there? They are finished with the mechs. So we actually just need to stay alive now until our allies arrive. Bang! We're taking them down. 2 of them are already dead. It's really good. So going to unassign them as soon as we have fired. So let's see. Alright, so our allies are taking the fight for us. So we might be even joining them. Because we are quite well equipped, and if our allies take the frontal impact, we might be taking our benefit out of that. So the pirates are now attacking us. So, well, I don't really see us in any good position here right now, but let's see what we can do. Okay, never mind. Retreating here. And Murderous Rage on Seafield. Okay. So, the Friends of Blood are fleeing, and we need to arrest this guy. You're only dying in 22 hours. Lauren is also only dying in 22 hours. Okay. And Seafield is no longer in a murderous rage. So we can't release this guy. Let's make sure everybody gets treated somehow. Yo, Seafield, you're supposed to get into your bed. All right. Let's tend to everybody and be happy that we got this fight done. All right, I think it was a very foolish decision of mine. I'll never do that again. Wait a sec, that's not uninstalling. Don't want to deconstruct them, I just want to uninstall them. So there's more enemies coming. Oh, now I did click it away. They are sappering, so we'll need to step up against them, or they will chew down my base. Alright, got it. So the most difficult party is that one down there, but we're going to see what we can do. It's not like our enemies are coordinated in any way. Just gonna take down squad by squad. That's the first squad going down. Let's redirect our attacks. Oh, Seafield actually doesn't have a rifle equipped right now. So yeah, these guys are actually threatening our spaceship. But I'm pretty positive that we're gonna stop them before they do any serious damage. So, Seafield got his gun by now. So, can fall back here a bit. Let's burden that guy. This is a pretty uncomfortable situation, not gonna lie. So, alright, got that guy finally down. But luckily they're too busy ignoring the spaceship right next to them. Alright, they'll blast a hole through the wall here, and I'm ready when they come. Alright, so let them have their corpse obsession, I don't care. Do I have enough granite blocks? Yes, I do. Okay. Hi, goodbye. Alright, that's been done. Let's work on that wall there. This one's really important to me. Seafield is going to destroy the autocannon turret. Well, I want to try it at least. Alright, we got it. Good. Because we need that turret still, you know? It's a little bit valuable. Get Lily off the table. There's a Muffalo going mad. Like, seriously. Local Muffalo going mad. And we're being sieged by our Friends of Blood one more time. So we're going to use our immediate aid Joker here. Bang, bang, boom, boom. I don't even want them to pack out their siege gear, honestly. So you guys are actually that incapable? It looks like they're not even triggering the raiders to attack us. No. Wow. Bunch of losers. I only got 2 shells left. Oh no. This is going to be bad. This is going to be really bad. So let's just hope that we're going to hit something with our artillery. So we didn't. That means we have to get towards them somehow manually, because we can't assign a new help there. They got 1 person on a sniper rifle though. That's really, really bad. Like, super bad. Well, honestly, I don't want to attack under these circumstances. We're going to make ourselves new shells and keep firing back at them. Because under these circumstances, our enemies are at a big advantage against us. So I can't let that happen. Alright. Meanwhile, when can we... We need 18 more hours. Okay. Asking for a trade caravan wouldn't help at all. So we got a fire in our storage room. And it's really bad because we have people now downed. It's too hot in that room. Alright, never mind. We're now officially out of chem fuel. Let's just hope they're not dying in some way here. I mean, it's just heat strokes, right? Right. Well, I'm going to try and survive until we have... Ah, now they're attacking us. Great. So... Ironhead, you need your gun. Everybody else has this gun? No. Most of them have no guns. So... Guys, where are your guns? Did they burn? So Ironhead is unarmed, but only Ironhead and alright. We should be good now. It was quite a bloody fight, but yeah, just like I thought, they're fleeing now. Alright. So, can somebody finally rescue Lauren, please? Like, seriously? What's wrong with you guys? But I almost feel like I lost a assault rifle here along the way. So it's only 1.5 days left, but the situation is getting more and more dire. Ah, here's the charge rifle I was looking for. And Lauren got herself an infection. So we're going to tend her with the best possible medicine. And she's malnutritioned. Okay, we're changing that right now. Good. Okay. So we're only going to face a couple of attacks more, and then we're good to go, I guess. Yeah, let's have a party! And we're being raided, so... The Friends of Blood are again party pooping us. Okay, so I'd say this is a wonderful opportunity to call for another act of military aid. Alright. These guys are done, and let's see. And done. Alright, wonderful. I feel like this is giving us a nice breather for the moment. Giving us the opportunity to heal up a bit. Or, well, just deal with the next pack of douches. Okay. Okay. This squad is being intercepted, so there's only 2 more squads coming. These guys are the worst type of sappers, though. Okay, they're firing back. Let's get back. Okay. Seafield. The wonderful one-shot of death scenario again. I hate it so much, honestly. Every time that happens, I'm really angry. And so am I this time again. Like, this is so annoying whenever that happens. And this guy? Why is he so fast? High on go juice, I see. Well, I can't change that. Alright. Oh, it's 2 squads. Okay. So... going to send Bishop after this Christina person. And drop a stun and burden. Because I'm for sure not going to let them take Lauren. But looks like everything here seems to be okay for now. Well, yeah, okay, we can't stop her though. So, able to drop one more burden, but honestly, can this... Come on! Seriously? For Christ's sake. Alright. Well, only 3 people escaping as it seems. Ugh. Yeah, my wife Lauren lost. Yeah, I don't care. OD, you go OD. You do you. We're almost gone from this place. I'm so sad that it ends now like that, but the reactor is ready. So we're going to be bringing... well, we're going to bring Seafield into that. So it has been a pretty wild end, to say the least. And I didn't expect it to end like that. But honestly, in my opinion, that was a little bit of bollocks there, that the kidnapping there went down like that. But, well, in the end, I tried my best, and we are now going for the possibly most weird outro ever. I didn't think it would go down like that, but we're leaving the planet with Lou, Bishop, and Ironhead. Neither Seafield nor Lauren did make it. I'm really sad about Lauren, but, well, we're going to... It's now ready for a proper liftoff. So here, computer core. Take us off this place. Okay. So sad about the losses in the end, but that's just how things always go down in the end. So we made it. Yet another time. Thank you guys so much for watching this series. It's been my pleasure. And yeah, we're going to have more fun on Rimworld with other projects. Tell me in the comments down below what you like the most or whatever you have on your mind. I'd be more than happy to hear that. Leave a thumbs up on that series if you like that, and also check out my channel, consider a subscription there. I do daily videos, so you're in for a treat. Turn on those notifications and you won't miss anything. In the description below you'll also find my social media links and my Twitch channel, where I do daily streams too. And if you like my work and if you want to give me a helping hand, why don't you check out the links for financial support in the description as well. I'd be more than happy to have you as a supporter with my projects, because I will always do free content for you, no matter if I get that support or not. So I just like to have a good time with you guys, no matter how, but sadly money is always an issue. Anywho, enough of that. Have a good time, and see you on the next Rimworld series. Goodbye, friends.